Today we're talking about why buying an apartment is much better for you than buying a house. Because we all know that buying a house is the key to living the dream while building wealth. But houses are not the only type of real estate that allow you to build equity and have a place to live. There are also apartments. I know because I'm from New York City, where living in apartments is a way of life. So when I realized I was done renting and ready to become a homeowner, buying an apartment as a condo or a co-op was just the natural evolution. Now that I live in a traditional house, I can tell you there are clear advantages to buying and owning an apartment versus living in a full house. So in this video, I'm going to cover the top 4 things that I've learned as to why buying an apartment is just so much better than buying a house, especially if you're a new homeowner. If you enjoy a little bit more freedom, a little bit more community, less stress, and want to spend less money, then this video is for you. The first thing to keep in mind is the overall costs of buying a house versus buying an apartment. When it comes to a brand new apartment versus a brand new house, you're looking at saving about 20 to 35% on a purchase price. This means a smaller down payment, smaller mortgage, and overall affordability. That might be good news depending on your financial profile, especially in the current market of high home prices, high interest, and a higher cost of living. The best part is you're still investing in your home while building up equity. Plus, in the future, you still have the option to upgrade to a bigger home, either by selling your apartment or using that as a source of rental income. People will always need and want to live in an apartment. For example, in New York City, it doesn't even matter where the apartment is, as long as the renter can afford it and it fits into their lifestyle.
What are you going to do about the apartment?
Well, what can I do? Give it up.
What's the rent?
The second thing I want to talk about is that buying a house is a huge responsibility. And we're not just talking about the costs, right? We're talking about all of the upkeep and the chores that you assume when you are a homeowner. We're talking about not having to mow the lawn, not having to trim the hedges and cut back trees. We're talking about not having to deal with the roof, right? Because all of these things will be included in the price of your apartment and maintenance costs when you own an apartment. With an apartment, your footprint is much smaller, so cleaning fees or tasks are smaller as well. In addition, your apartment is usually part of a community, so many of those maintenance tasks are shared and managed with your neighbors when it comes to all of the common areas. Of course, you are still going to be responsible to maintaining and upkeeping and upgrading when it comes to your 4 walls of the apartment. The third reason why buying an apartment is going to be a lot better and easier for you than buying a house comes down to amenities. We're talking some of the features that come included with your apartment building because there is more space. Things like swimming pools, bowling alleys, movie rooms, meeting rooms, saunas, the list goes on. If these are the kind of things that excite you, make them part of your shopping list of considerations when you're searching for that new home. If you found the information in this video insightful, go ahead and do me a favor and mash that like button. If you know someone who is searching for a place to live, share this video with them so they can get some of these insights as well. So let's get back to the last thing I want to mention that should go into your consideration of buying an apartment over a house are lifestyle choices. If you're younger or more social and want to experience a community, buying an apartment definitely makes sense. Depending on the building, you'll automatically buy into a tighter-knit community of homeowners within your building. In addition, many of these buildings are built in community hubs that are very walkable and accessible to things like parks, shopping districts, restaurants, and a lot more. Bottom line, if you're shopping for a home in 2025, you already know that this is not the easiest market to break into. So why not make it a little bit easier on yourself decrease how much you may have to spend and some of the considerations and stress that come with owning a home by looking at some apartments in your price range. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this information useful, mash that like button so we can continue to bring you the insights and inspiration that inspire your next move. Plus, if you have any questions that I can help answer, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. See you in the next video.
Honey, you're on my fingers.
Oh.